Hi there, I'm Dr. Dan from Genius Coaching, and today we're going to try something different with a show review. Now, recently I finished watching The Chosen. They're currently on Season 2, Episode 5. 6 is coming out in 2 days. So, now that I've finished it, I feel confident to give you a little review. Based upon what I've seen, I really like this show. And what I love about it is that it allows you to get a feel for the characters as people, as humans. Because a lot of times we read the biblical stories and, we're just given a bare bones account of their lives. It's really trying to get us to understand the principles, but we don't get a feel for who these people really are, what their daily lives are like, what their struggles are like, who they really are, their personalities. But with The Chosen, we actually get to get a feel for who they really are. The things that they're worried about, their concerns, their family relationships, everything that we have. All the things we worry about daily, our struggles. In this show, we get to see what the biblical characters' lives might have been like. Now, in The Chosen, they do fill in details about the characters' lives. And this isn't from the Bible. However, they're not saying that these accounts are true. They're saying that these accounts are plausible. These details of the characters' lives are plausible in that they could have happened. They possibly could have been like that. These personality traits could have been true. Things like that. And I feel this is really important because when we talk about these biblical characters, what we really want is to be inspired by them, and we want our lives to be improved. The thing is, if you only have a very bare bones account of someone's life, it's hard to really identify with them. It's hard to really feel like they're people like you, who you could follow in the footsteps of. However, with The Chosen, you really get a feel for who the characters are, and in this way, you could identify with them. And when it comes to being inspired by someone and following in their footsteps, it really helps to really know them. To feel like, okay, I can see the similarities between me and this person, similarities in our humanity, in our struggles, to see that this person had things they were worried about, had daily struggles. And because I'm like them, at least to a degree, I can be like them. And I can work on becoming more like them in my daily life. And that's why this is so important. And this is the first time I've seen a show or a movie that really portrayed the biblical characters in a way that was entertaining, where you could really identify with the characters in this way. Nothing like this has happened before. And because of this, I feel it's important to check the show out. Because it's so unique, there's nothing else like this. A lot of times we watch a show, and there are a lot of shows like it. Even if the show is somewhat unique, there are still other shows that are, basically similar. But with this show, there's just nothing else around that's like it. There's nothing else that's biblically themed like this, that is actually entertaining and really compelling, and it's funny at times. You see how the characters struggle, and you see that Jesus' disciples weren't perfect. They were just people like us. Perhaps very righteous people, ultimately. But, they also had to grow into that, and they had to develop. And even with Jesus, you see comedic moments, see him being relaxed, having fun, just talking to people. And also, there are things where you read it in a book and you don't grasp the significance of it necessarily. Like, for example, if someone tells you, follow me, for you to leave your whole life behind, maybe you have a wife or a husband, you have a lot of money, you have your comfortable daily life, and to just give all that up, that's a very heavy thing. And, those are nice moments to see. To be able to see the look in a character's eyes when some very charismatic figure tells them, "Follow me." And in that moment, you have to decide, oh, do I want to leave my life behind? The work that I'm familiar with, my family, my friends, my whole life. Am I able to give that up? And it takes a very charismatic person to convince someone to do that. And in this show, you see those moments. And also you see the moments where Jesus is healing someone, and you see the look of compassion in Jesus' eyes, and you see the look in the eyes of the person who's desperate to be healed. And those are very emotional moments, and it's nice to see that in a show format where you could just, see it with your eyes. That's really nice. And, there are some really emotional moments, and it's nice to really get a feel for the characters. For most people, or for everyone, for the first time, that you can really feel the characters, see their daily lives, whether or not all these extra details are true or not isn't the important thing. The important thing is that in this show you can get a real feel for the characters and identify with them in a way that you can't from reading a book, or even if you've seen other movies or accounts of the Bible. This is something that's very unique. Not going to see it anywhere else. And in our lifetime, this is the first time something like this has happened. And I feel that was so important, is so important, because this is what people do these days. We watch shows, we stream them on Netflix or whatever streaming platform we use. And, we entertain ourselves like this. And in this situation, our spiritual lives and our entertainment lives have just become one, probably for the first time ever. So this is an amazing thing. Irrespective of what you believe, I believe this show is entertaining. Like how we all loved Game of Thrones. This is almost like a game of spiritual throne, So you could see the planning and the, betrayal, the way things develop, and the way you get to see everything getting set up, and you see the character building. That's very entertaining. I always love to see character building. I really like the moment between Jesus and Nicodemus. It was very picturesque as they're face-to-face talking about these very emotional things. The spiritual longing and all this. Very beautiful background. Just things like that. A lot of beautiful moments in the show. Definitely entertaining. There are moments when it is actually also amusing. So you should check the show. Everyone should check the show out. At least watch an episode of it. See how you feel about it. It's amazing, and I'm really enjoying watching it. And I believe you will too. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.